Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in a few minutes. Please turn all mobile phone and electronic devices to silent mode. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the ceremonial procession and remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Guest of honor, Mr. Keith Tan, Chief Executive, Singapore Tourism Board. Professor Tan Thiam Soon, President, SIT. Faculty members, SIT. Donors, industry partners, distinguished guests. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and all who are watching the live streaming of the ceremony. Welcome to Graduation 2020-21. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. Professor Tan Thiam Soon, President, SIT, will now deliver the opening address. Professor Tan, please.
Mr. Keith Tan, Chief Executive, Singapore Tourism Board, industry partners, parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and a very warm welcome to the SIT graduation ceremony. Today, we celebrate the graduation and achievements of our students from the Bachelor of Hospitality Business degree program. It also marks a special occasion as we are the first university in Singapore to hold a physical graduation ceremony since the pandemic outbreak. First, we would like to thank our guest of honor, Mr. Keith Tan, for gracing this ceremony. We know how busy you must be with the new initiatives that STB has launched late last year to reimagine travel for Singapore and the rest of the world. So for you to be here with us today has made our day even more special. I also want to thank everyone for making the effort to be part of this event, including taking the swab test and adhering to the safe management measures. Today marks a milestone for our graduates who have persevered and overcome many challenges to get where they are today. The SIT community takes great pride and pleasure in celebrating this momentous day with all of you. Graduates, it has been a fulfilling and memorable learning journey for you. You have had the opportunity to learn from your professor who have shared their knowledge and experience so that you could have a good head start. You have gone through project and work attachment, which allowed you to attend hands-on practice and apply what you have learned in classrooms to the industry. You have made it today thanks to the support of a group of people that saw you through every step of this journey. So graduate, please show your appreciation and give a round of applause to your parents and loved ones, your faculty, professional officers, and mentors. Only are we here to program is a major industry in Singapore, contributing to around 4% of its GDP in 2019. To support the long-term development and growth of the sector, SIT launched the Hospitality Business Degree Program in 2015. This remained the first and only hospitality program offered by an autonomous university in Singapore, with the aim to nurture hospitality professionals who are passionate about making positive and tangible contributions to the industry. To prepare our graduates and expose them to the dynamics of the real working world, we have put them through an 8-month integrated work-study program, IWSP. The IWSP is a salient feature of the SIT educational experience that serves to distinguish our graduates from other universities. With around 90% of our enrollment consisting of polytechnic graduates, most of our students are essentially work-ready. With the duration of IWSP, sometimes lasting up to 12 months, with well-defined learning outcomes, students are assigned projects with a longer time frame, and thus are able to learn more from this attachment and also make more significant contributions to the company. Students also keep in close contact with their professors during this period so that they can identify areas in the workplace where they can contribute innovatively and bring this back to develop a capstone project. Furthermore, both students and host company will gain something valuable through the process. Company can tap the passion of budding young professionals while students gain practical career skills and deepen their applied learning. Upon graduation, our students will hit the ground running because of the solid foundation they have received during their IWSP stint. Since we launched IWSP in 2015, over 3,000 students across 17 degree programs have completed their work attachment. This could not have been achieved without strong support from industry. To date, we have over 800 companies on board with us offering IWSP places. To the industry partners who are with us today, thank you for your trust and the guidance you have given to our citizens In SIT, all our students are called citizens, spelled with an S. The prospects are positive. Based on the preliminary survey we conducted among those who responded, 80% of you have already been hired. So please give yourself a round of applause. This is no easy feat. This is no easy feat given the current economic climate. Your seniors have also done well. According to our graduate employment survey for the class of 2019, close to 90% of the hospitality business graduates were hired within 6 months of completing their study. As graduates from the hospitality business program, you have developed strong operational skill and critical thinking skill to adapt to the demands of the hospitality industry. As hospitality professionals, you'll be required to call on your judgment to discern the needs of your guests, detect potentially dangerous situations, and deliver exceptional service. I'm confident that all of you here are equipped with the right skills, knowledge, and attitude to make Singapore a safe and popular travel destination. To the graduates here today, you are graduating in unprecedented times, where the world is undergoing challenges from the various fronts, including a historic recession. Across the world, students have been shut out of school or have their lessons interrupted or moved online. Rapid shift in the employment landscape, made sharper by the pandemic, have also called into question the sort of futures that we educators are preparing our students for. This has made more urgent the need to ensure that the education system here equips Singaporeans with the ability to learn, work, and thrive in the disrupted and significantly changed world. As Singapore's University of Applied Learning, SIT is taking the lead in applied learning pathway by providing opportunities for students to collaborate with industry on innovative real-life applications and applied research projects. Such exposure to deep skill and vocational training ensures that our graduates meet the needs of industry and are prepared for the working world. Your graduation marks the beginning of a lifelong journey of learning on the job, or what we define in SIT as the work-learn continuum. You are going to enter the work-learn continuum. In this day and time when the world is changing rapidly due to the technological disruptions, it's essential that you continually learn on your job to keep up with the development in the world, to stay relevant, particularly in areas that involve dealing with customers face-to-face and providing a high level of service. The harnessing of technology will bring about great disruption, but also great opportunity. As part of our lifelong learning support for the class of 2020, to strengthen your employability, we are offering $2,000 worth of as-citizen learning credits, which you can use to apply for continuing education and training module as SIT Learn Professional Development, the lifelong learning division of SIT. These modules provide you the opportunity to pick up new skill sets to complement the competencies that you've acquired in your undergraduate years. And some of these modules can be stacked to postgraduate certificate or even postgraduate degree. SIT is also part of the SG United Traineeship Program set up by Workforce Singapore to support fresh graduates in gaining valuable industry experience, with 17 divisions within the university also offering traineeship position for graduates. SIT graduates have taken up SGUT opportunity in various companies, including our industry partners. We hope that as you venture forth to tackle new challenges, you will tap on your newfound knowledge and skills while harnessing the SIT DNA which you would have developed during your time with us. We encourage you to always be able to learn, unlearn, and relearn so that you never cease to acquire new skills as you progress in your careers. What ultimately drives success is the determination of each individual to take ownership of their own learning and to forge their own future. Another important trait to possess as you venture forth is not just to be innovative and come up with high-tech solutions, but also appreciate service that is high-touch and will depend on high trust between you and your colleagues or even clients. If you can balance high-tech with high-touch and high-trust, I believe you can make a difference in the workplace and be the catalyst for transformation that many companies are clamoring for in today's competitive environment. As you continue a lifelong learning journey, we look forward to welcoming you back to SIT because all of you know the motto in SIT, once a citizen, always a citizen. In a few years' time, SIT will have a new home in Punggol. We invite all of you, our citizens, to visit the new campus, a community campus located in the park and at the waterfront. We'd like you to come back for upskilling, reskilling, and deep skilling so that you can continue to stay nimble and adaptable to the changing needs of industry. We also welcome you to come back just to say hello. Finally, as you move up in your career, do remember to always stay grounded in the community, another SIT DNA. And from time to time, pay it forward in the little ways you can afford to, whether to your family, to the community, to SIT, or to the nation. Once again, my sincere congratulations to all of you. Go out, make a difference, blaze the trail. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Tan. Our guest of honor this evening is Mr. Keith Tan, Chief Executive, Singapore Tourism Board. Mr. Tan will now deliver the graduation address. Mr. Tan, please.
Professor Tan, faculty members, friends and colleagues from the tourism industry, parents, family members, and of course, the graduates. Thank you, and good evening to all of you. It's a great honor for me to be here, especially because SIT is the first autonomous university here in Singapore to conduct this physical graduation ceremony since the outbreak of COVID-19. Now, all of you are champions, not just for the work that you have done over the past few years here in school, but also for surmounting the challenges of last year in particular, getting your work done, meeting your classmates over Zoom or WebEx or whatever other tools that you have, and also now, as you would know, adapting to a difficult and economic environment. And I'm very pleased to hear that based on the employment surveys that SIT has done with the class of 2020, over 80% of those graduating from the hospitality business program are already currently employed. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best for your careers in whichever sector that you are in. To be honest, the class of 2020 is joining the workforce at a very difficult time. Last year, the Singapore economy shrank by 5.4% compared to the previous year. Some sectors have been more worst hit than others. For example, accommodation sector shrank by 28.7%. F&B shrank by 25%. Transport and storage, which incorporates some of the aviation sector, shrank by 25.4%. This year, MTI expects our economy to grow by 4 to 6%, but there's a big caveat. The tourism and aviation-related sectors are projected to see a weaker recovery than previously expected due to slower than anticipated lifting of global travel restrictions, as well as sluggish travel demand. Our view in STB is that we will not see a return to pre-COVID levels of visitor arrivals until 2023 at the earliest. Now, all this sounds rather dispiriting, and indeed, the situation ahead is daunting. But allow me now to reflect on 3 blessings that all of you have, that I hope you will bear in mind as you begin your careers. First, you have the blessings of your family and friends. They have supported you through good and bad times, and especially last year when all of you had to do a lot more home-based learning. Your family and friends have served as your cheerleaders, advisors, and let's not forget your sources of financial support as well. You've gotten to where you are today, not just because of your hard work, but because of their hard work too. So please thank them. Don't forget that this network of support, this asset that you have, will remain important as you graduate and move on into the next season of your life. And you will still need to rely on the encouragement of your friends and your family for their listening ear when you encounter the inevitable challenges and difficulties that will arise. So, asset number 1, your family and friends. Invest in this asset. Grow this asset, because this asset will be important for your future success. Second, you have the asset or the blessing of your education. Now, some of you might dispute this. Perhaps you see the education system here in Singapore as a burden that you've had to bear all these years. But I hope that you also recognize that your education here in Singapore and here in SIT has provided you with a wealth of resources, exposure, and opportunities that many others would have jumped at. Together, our polytechnics and SIT represent a unique and invaluable education that indeed many other countries envy. Because our graduates from our polys and SIT are not just book smart or exam smart. You are also life smart. And I believe your educational experience here has provided you with the skills needed for success in your respective careers. Because of SIT's commitment to nurturing graduates who are in tune with what companies and employers need through a very rich set of applied learning programs and industry attachments. For example, I very much admire SIT's Integrated Work Study program, which has provided you with an opportunity to integrate practical work experience with classroom learning. Having gone through your experiences and learning here at SIT, I hope that you have gained not just head knowledge, but also the vital ability to keep learning, to maintain a growth-oriented, curious, and open mindset that seeks to innovate and improve no matter how old, how experienced, or how skillful you become in the future. Take it from me, because I certainly value these attributes in the fresh graduates who join STB. Third, you have the blessing of the future. The immediate future, as I've said, is indeed daunting because of COVID-19. But please don't forget that you have decades of productive and healthy life ahead of you. In fact, I bet that some of you will live to see the dawn of the 22nd century. I certainly hope I don't, right? And I cannot emphasize enough that the coming decades will truly be an exciting time to be in Asia, especially in Singapore. When I graduated from university in the last century, in 1997, ambitious young people around the world would want to go to New York, California, Boston, London, maybe Tokyo. The situation is very different now, as we have seen an immense shift in global economic, business, and indeed tourism activity, as well as the creation of new businesses and new content towards Asia in the last 2 decades. And it's not just China and India, which everybody focuses on, but there's immense potential here in Southeast Asia, our home region. With your training, your bilingualism, your roots and your experience in this region, and dare I say, your sense of adventure and purpose, you are uniquely positioned to take advantage of the opportunities here in this region in the future decades ahead. And I hope that you will maximize the opportunities that come along and create more opportunities for others. As you venture into a new season of life, I do hope that you will in turn become a blessing and an asset to others. So look for opportunities to serve and to give back, to support your colleagues and friends who may be struggling or facing various difficulties in life, and to look out for future graduates from SIT as well, give them a leg up, support them, advise them, and help them to grow in their future careers too. And I believe that is what will truly make you a valued employee, a co-worker, and a friend. I want to take a few moments to offer my congratulations to 3 outstanding graduates. First, Mr. Jacob Julian Lau, a recipient of multiple awards here at SIT, the Vice President of the Hospitality Business Student Management Committee in 2017-2018, and the Valedictorian for his cohort. Now, he's obviously worked very hard, but also did well in his integrated work-study program at the Ritz-Carlton in Hong Kong. Now he's at the Legacy Dance Company, where he has put his SIT training to good use as the sales manager, handling customers, and working on strategies to drive sales and expansion. Second, Mr. Muhammad Rizwan bin Rasidi, also a recipient of many awards and scholarships that recognized his talents and his drive. He served his IWSP with Pacific World, which was a leading MICE event organizer before COVID, and had the opportunity to execute events in Canada and in Malaysia. Now he's currently working as an experienced management executive at Unearthed Productions, handling both operations and sales. And finally, Mr. Wong Lik Hung Dalton. Here at SIT, he was on the provost's lists for academic year 2019-2020 and president of the SIT student chapter of the Professional Convention Management Association, PCMA. In 2019, he led a team to represent SIT at the Singapore MICE Challenge that eventually won the competition and the opportunity to present their ideas at the 2020 PCMA Convening Leaders event in San Francisco, which I have to admit, the PCMA Convening Leaders event, which I've been to, is a really significant event, world-leading one. So well done to Dalton and his team. He's now working as a business development executive for a fintech company, iFast Corporation. I want to congratulate these 3 outstanding young men and all the graduates here today. Indeed, the jobs that the 3 young men have found reflects the diversity and the adaptability of the skill sets of SIT graduates. I wish you all the best in your journeys ahead. Good luck and shine on. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tam. Professor Tam Tam Soon, President, will now present the prizes and certificate to the graduates. Professor Tam, please. May I present the graduates of whom the Bachelor of Hospitality Business degree has earlier been conferred. Joint recipients of the Furama Hotels Book Prize in Capstone Project for the highest score in the module, Ko Lim Yong Ping. joint recipients of the Furama Hotel Book Prize in Capstone Project for the highest score in the module, Ang Jing Yi Kelly. Recipient of the Park Hotel Group Book Prize in Hospitality Interactive Marketing for the highest score in the module, Xin Jia Yun. Alicia Xia Jia Ling. Alvin An Qing Yuan. An Qing Hua Gabriel. An Ji Hui. And Anik Daniel bin Mohammed Asman. Bati Yash. Bronte Bernadette Santa Maria. Cham Dao Long. Chen Si Ping Sandy. Chen Y Cho George. Chu Zhiqi Amanda. Cha Jia Qian. Cha Xing Rong Vanessa. Chloe Tay Ki Yi. Chu Jia Ki. Christine Pretty Jeremiah. Chua Bun Kwan. Daniel Ao Jia Hui. Darren Gui Wei Xun. Deborah Yu Wei Xin. Dina Masawa binti Ashman. Edwin Kwat Xiao Yin. Fasler Raman binti Badarul Shaman. Go Jia Ling. Go Pei Ling. Go Zhongjie. Hazel Lee Jun. James Gay 洪志，智诗华， Jessica 安修华， Jolene 沙利敏， Justina Joseph Stephen， Katrina 郭美仙， 寇汉英， 寇瑞平 Zoe， 夸英婷， Cam Xuân Hao， 孔丽诗 Hannah， lâm Lee Yan Caroline， Lau Jacob Julian， Lau Yi Xian， Lee Hong Yi， Lee Shen Tian， Learn Li Shi， Li Shi Hao， Lim Bei Yi， Lim Jia Jia， Lim Yi Jing Crystal， Lim Yi Tian， Mohammed Wiswan bin Rasidi， Mohammed Safrik Faham bin Nashram, Labila binti Amram, Ang Kei-Woon Timothy, Anyoti Autry, Noor Jihan bin Norman, Noor Liana binti Samsho Aripin, Noor Sharika binti Asari, Noor Sakia binti Abdullah Bari, O Li Ling, Olivia Lam Pei Chen. Ong Kwan Wei. On Luk Bing. Perlin Phua Jing Ru. Phua Gang Gi. Pu Guo Wen Marvin. Pu Zhengyang George. Regine Ang. Ruben. Roseanne Chu Xuan. Shanxia Xia Xuan Yi. Sarah Safika binti Shabuddin Alman. Serene Lo Ziting. Siti Nadia binti Sernin. Siti Noriva Lina binti Masli. Swanti, Doctor of Ramesh. Tan Hui Ting Delvin. Tan Jia Chong Perry. Tan Mu Zi Jasmine. Tan Shu Ling. Tan Xinhui Joyce. Tan Yusan. Tan Yuan Amos. Tan Yongjia. Tan Eugene. Tay Chu Yun Jovi. Tay Cha Hui. Teo Jia Shen. Teo Ming Wei. Tom Carmen. To Jingyi Eunice. To Yi Kai. Y Chao Chun. Wang Chun-ye, Felicia. Wang Pei-an. Wang Si-an Cheryl. Wang Si-ying. Wu Su-ci Emily. Yip Ka-yun. Yong Hui-ping. Yong Lynette. Su Hilmi bin Halim. This concludes the presentation of graduates from the Bachelor of Hospitality Business. Thank you, Professor Tan. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awards presented today have all been made possible through the generosity of SIT donors. To our donors, thank you for your thoughtful philanthropy. Your support has encouraged and inspired our students and graduates to continue to seek excellence wherever they go. The valedictorian for this ceremony is Mr. Jacob Julian Lau. Jacob will now deliver the valedictorian speech.
Mr. Keith Tan, Chief Executive, Singapore Tourism Board, Professor Tan Tiem Soon, President, SIT, distinguished guests, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jacob Julian Lau, and thank you for the honor of sharing this special day with you. To the graduating class, we made it. After 3 years of filling in the GET model of a freshman to a hospitality business graduate. On behalf of the cohort, I would like to express our deepest and most sincere appreciation to our dear faculty members who have heavily impacted our lives as well as our final GPA. For their selfless guidance and invaluable advice, and of course, working overtime to reply our never-ending emails. The class of 2020 has come a long way, from generating ideas for projects in our cozy discussion rooms to the stressful midnight module biddings. I'm sure many of us have fond memories, figuring on what to say when the security personnel chases us out of our classrooms at 11 p.m. It is all these experiences that makes us the people we are today, graduates who selflessly love and care for fellow citizens. Today, I would like to share 3 valuable lessons that I have learned from my experiences here in SIT. Friends who have had a meal with me, specifically in Republic Polytechnic's South Canteen, can vouch for my love for cai peng. Cai peng, also known as economy rice, is commonly found in food courts and consists of rice with a choice of many kinds of dishes. One day, when I was in the queue at the store, my anticipation grew as I saw people in front of me getting a mountain of rice. However, to my disappointment, I only had half the portion of rice as compared to the person before me. This was the first valuable lesson I picked up. As we graduate, I would like to remind everyone that there will always be someone getting more rice than you. It could be due to biasness, luck, or that person who have put in more resources behind the scenes that you just don't know of. You will never know for sure, so stop comparing. It doesn't matter who gets their BTO first or who's the first to become a manager. Just do your best and be happy with what you have. We should only compare ourselves to how we were yesterday, striving to better ourselves each day. The second lesson I learned is that we need to know which dishes are available and what we like to eat. When we step into the workforce, there are things that we love to do and things that we know are just not for us. Just because everyone in the audience likes to eat sambal kangkong does not mean I have to like to eat sambal kangkong. Similarly, just because everyone is choosing one career path does not mean I have to follow the same. As young adults and graduates of Singapore's University of Applied Learning, we should be able to envision the career we love. Because passion precedes everything. So choose your career wisely, or we may face a burnout from a job that is not right for us. As a frequent Cai Peng store customer, there are multiple dishes that I have come to love. However, the final lesson, which happens to be the most important one, is that there is limited space on your plate. If I order all the ingredients that I like, the food may all fall off from the plate. Similarly, when we enter the workforce, do not be driven by money and overload yourself with work and forsake the joys in life. Treasure your friends and family and stay firm to your beliefs, because as the class of 2020, there will definitely be more no's than yeses as we enter the workforce in the midst of a pandemic. With that being said, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me through my university and raising me for 26 years, as well as my girlfriend for bearing with my busy schedule. So I would also like to thank George, Crystal, Eunice, Caris, Eugene, and Lynn for making my years in SIT so amazing. As we recover from the obstacles of 2020, I'm sure there will be many more coming our way in life. We have to stay grounded in the community and support one another. As every job requires service quality, our graduates will consist of employees of a diverse workforce. This means that today, this graduation ceremony will not be a goodbye, but as a hotelier might put it, a see you again soon. Our paths will converge again one way or another in our daily routine. So as life drifts by quickly and adulthood approaches us head-on, do the best you can to live your best life and own it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Dear graduates, as we come to the end of today's ceremony, we extend our congratulations to you and warmly welcome you to the SIT alumni family. Once a citizen, always a citizen. Congratulations, class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem and ceremonial recession. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The ushers will be directing you to exit the theatre by zones. We seek your cooperation to move out row by row in an orderly manner. Please continue to maintain a safe distance even after you have exited the vicinity. Thank you.